One plant gave me 243 tomatoes. The one right next to it gave me 62. Same variety, same soil, same water, same Melbourne summer. The only difference was how I pruned them. So which one actually won? Well, that depends on what you're after. In this video, I'm going to break down the real harvest data from 6 Grosse Lisse tomato plants I grew this season. 3 different pruning methods, 2 different growing environments, and a hydro setup that went completely sideways. I'll show you what the numbers say, how that stacks up against actual university research, and the one result that genuinely caught me off guard. Stick around for that one. Right, so here's the experiment. Back in November, I planted 6 Grosse Lisse tomato plants. 3 went into soil, 3 went into a hydroponic setup. Within each group, I pruned 1 to a single leader. That's 1 main stem, all suckers removed. 1 got pruned to a double leader. That's 2 main stems and everything else goes. And the 3rd I left completely unpruned. I just let it do its own thing. Now, if you're not sure what a sucker is, it's that little shoot that pops up in the V between the main stem and a branch. Pruning theory suggests that if you remove those, the plant puts its energy into fewer but bigger fruit. And that's the hypothesis I wanted to test. I harvested from mid-February through to the end of March, weighed every single tomato on the kitchen scales, and I logged it all on a spreadsheet. So it's real data and the real results. Now, before we get stuck into all of that nerdy bits, do us a favour. Hit the like and subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, it's just a good way to make sure you don't miss out on all our upcoming garden experiments. So let's start with the soil plants because that's where the clean data is. The single leader gave me 62 fruit for a total of 2.64 kilos. The double leader, also 62 fruit, but 3.21 kilos total. And the unpruned plant, 243 fruit at 7.61 kilos. So here's the thing, the unpruned plant produced nearly 3 times the total yield of the single leader. That's not a small margin. We're talking 7.61 kilos versus 2.64 kilos from one plant. Now, Diggers Club reckons a Grosse Lisse in good conditions can push 16 kilos per plant. None of mine got even close to that. But the unpruned plant was the clear winner on sheer volume. If you're growing tomatoes for sauce, passata, or just feeding a big family, that number matters. You want kilos in the bucket, and the unpruned plant really delivered. But yield isn't the whole story. Let's talk about size, because this is where it gets interesting. The single leader averaged 42.5 grams per fruit. The double leader averaged 51.8 grams. And the unpruned, just 31.3 grams average. Now, this is important. I expected the single leader to produce the biggest individual fruit. That's the whole point of single leader pruning, right? All energy into one stem, bigger tomatoes. But it didn't. The double leader beat it by 22% on average fruit weight, and that surprised me. My double leader plant even threw a 147 gram tomato in the final harvest, the biggest fruit from any soil plant in the entire experiment. A trial out of Cornell University looking at cherry tomatoes found the same pattern. Double leader was their best balance of yield and labour efficiency. And research from the Sokoine University in Tanzania showed 2-stem pruning gave the highest number of marketable fruits for indeterminate varieties. So it's not just my backyard, there's solid research backing this up. Seeds of Plenty, who are a good Aussie seed mob, actually recommend pruning Grosse Lisse to 2 leading stems for larger fruit. Now I have to talk about the hydro plants, and this is where things went a little pear-shaped. The hydro single litre gave me just 18 fruit at 583 grams total. The double litre, 10 fruit, 645 grams. And the unpruned hydro plant produced 30 fruit at just over 2.5 kilos. Those numbers are way below the soil plants, and there's a reason. The hydro setup copped an absolute beating. First, rats got into the system and chewed through some of the plants. Then whitefly moved in, then powdery mildew. On top of all of that, I reckon I was running the nutrients too hot. I was using Campbell's Diamond White at a 1-to-1 ratio, which might have been too much nitrogen for fruiting. The key idea is this. The hydro data is compromised, so I can't draw fair conclusions from it. And that's okay. That's the lemonade moment there. What I learned is that hydro tomatoes in a backyard setup need way better pest management than I gave them. Next season, I'll run a proper screen mesh enclosure right around the greenhouse, dial back the nitrogen during fruiting, and keep a closer eye on humidity to manage that mildew. The interesting thing is the unpruned hydro plant still averaged 84 grams per fruit, the highest average of any plant in the whole experiment. With only 30 fruit on a stressed plant, each one got a bigger share of whatever energy was left. It's a small sample, but it hints at what the hydro could do if I get the environment right. Let me put our results in context with what proper research trials find. A greenhouse study out of Bhutan tested single stem, double stem and unpruned tomatoes. The single litre gave them 35.68 tonnes per acre, double gave 32.88 tonnes, and unpruned gave them 32.25. But here's the kicker, the differences weren't statistically significant. This basically means the results could have been down to chance, and that's with controlled greenhouse conditions, not a Melbourne backyard with rats and 40-degree days. A Nigerian study on indeterminate tomatoes also found 2-stem pruning was the best approach for both yield and fruit quality. Now, my trial is just 1 plant per method, so no replication, no statistical power. I'm not pretending this is a proper scientific test, but the trends line up pretty closely with what these universities found. Double litre seems to be the sweet spot if you want decent sized fruit without sacrificing too much total yield. So what did this experiment actually tell us? If you want maximum kilos from one plant, don't prune it. The unpruned soil plant produced 2.9 times the yield of a single litre. You'll get loads of smaller fruit, perfect for sauce or preserving. If you want the best balance of size and yield, go double litre. Same number of fruit as a single litre in my test, but 22% heavier on average. And this is backed by research from Cornell, Tanzania and Nigerian universities. And if you want the absolute biggest individual fruit from pruning, still go double litre. The single litre didn't deliver the largest tomatoes, and that was the biggest surprise of the whole experiment. And here's the lemonade takeaway from the hydro side. A compromised setup taught me more about what not to do than a perfect one ever would have. Pest management, nitrogen levels and environmental control are non-negotiable for my hydro setup. I'll probably try it again next year, but I'll need to make a few improvements. But for now, here are my 5 key takeaways. Number 1, unpruned plants win on total yield, hands down. Number 2, double litre produced the largest average fruit, not the single litre. Number 3, pruning didn't increase individual fruit size like I thought, at least not for single litre or for this variety of tomato. Number 4, the hydro results were compromised, but the lesson is in the data. Always log everything, even when it goes wrong. Number 5, one plan per method isn't enough to prove anything, but it'll be enough to guide our next experiment. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tested different pruning methods on your tomatoes? Did you get bigger fruit from single litre, or did the double litre surprise you too? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. Because at the end of the day, the best pruning method is the one that matches what you're growing for.